The next fibre in the non-wool club parcels for July is this beautiful golden coloured fibre, which is Soyasilk. Soyasilk is a natural fibre in that it's made from non-synthetic, non-petrochemical sources, but it is still a man-made process one, if that makes sense. And I'll put some more links in the blog post that goes up on the website to explain a bit about how this fibre gets made. You can spin it in essence just as you would silk. It behaves in a very, very similar way. It's probably more similar to mulberry silk in the feel as to how it drafts. The fibres, it's quite slidey, it's quite slippy. So if you're spinning one fibre after the other and want to know which to start with, spin the silk first and then move on to the Soyasilk. The staple length though is much, much shorter. Okay, so we're talking a couple of inches. So for that reason, your hands will need to be a bit close together, and you have to sort of pay a little bit more attention with this. So if you compare the grip that I've got going on here, there's really not much difference, not much distance between my two hands, because if you move your hands too far apart, you start to find it quite hard to control this fibre. It starts to get away from you, and you start to struggle with inconsistency of thickness, and it starts to be a little bit clumpy, a little bit thick and thin. So it's one you have to keep. It's more, even though it's shiny, it's more like spinning a short silk fibre like yak or cashmere than it is spinning one of the silk blends. Again, you can bend this over your finger to spin from the fold. And you end up with sort of spinning it more from a cloud type preparation, and that works quite nicely if you don't want to be feeling like you're having to concentrate super hard on the short forward draw. So it's more akin to how you'd spin something like yak, cashmere, any of the short stapled down fibres.